Just as we began to give EA and Apex Legends Respawn Entertainment a little bit of credit for the massive amount of events that they have been having and a lot of game modes that we can play, a lot of stuff that's going on, new features being announced, all kind of meta changes, buffs and nerfs coming very soon, they do the good old traditional thing, and that is letting us down. Proving once again, if the $160 recolor Peacekeeper skin didn't prove it already, that they are solely about the money, unfortunately. Massive discussion in today's video. Make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new over here as always and want to stay up to date all things Apex Legends related. Let's go ahead and jump right into this one. First thing that I wanted to mention, normally I do a short topic, my main topic, and a subtopic, but I think today we'll skip the short topic and just really hammer the juice of the video, which is this main topic. So to provide some context, you guys may be familiar, especially if you're over on PC or if you're on console, you may be jealous of the fact that we have access to this game called R5 Reloaded. Now, this is not available over on console, but you may have seen it because the Apex PC community absolutely loves this thing because we have access to aim trainers and modded lobbies and obstacle courses. So many things that players have had a tremendous amount of fun with. And lately, I told you guys it'd be amazing if they brought something like this into the main game of Apex because like Titanfall 2 had the gauntlet back in the day and you could run those speed courses and stuff. And why does this game not have that as well? Well, I've always kind of wondered if the actual devs of the game know about this stuff. Surely they would have to by now. And then we've seen recently where pro player His Watson have been running some prop hunt tournaments. Prop hunt is an amazing game that is a part of like many other games. I think it started off in maybe Gary's mod, if not something else before Gary's mod. Gary's mod definitely made it popular. Then you had the other stuff like Call of Duty. Fortnite began to do it as well. Then we saw R5 Reloaded do it. His Watson did like a $5,000 tournament with it over there. Then I think they were doing even more stuff with R5 Reloaded and sponsors started to come along with those big events. Fans were really starting to get behind it, and then this happened. Thank you to Uga for tagging me in this over on Twitter. Many of you guys were tagging me in this, but this was the first one that I saw. His Watson said we will no longer be able to host prize pools or have our sponsors in our R5 Apex Legends events. Unlucky. Obviously indicating this was not his own decision to do this, but unfortunately looks like EA may have shut this down. Uga had an amazing response here. It's basically saying, EA, if we can't improve our own game, nobody else can. Alpha Intel soon to confirm this as well, saying it appears that EA has prohibited R5, a modded version of Apex Legends, from running tournaments and for prize money or having sponsors here. Now, from the legal standpoint, it kind of makes sense. Even people were asking any idea why this happened, and then they said likely use of trademark or similar. Crowd also said, I doubt it has anything to do with R5 Reloaded. You just simply can't do tournaments with prize money without a permission from EA, even with retail Apex. And then someone even copied and pasted from like the terms of service here, basically saying you may not access, copy, or modify or distribute any EA service content or entitlements unless expressly authorized by EA or permitted by law. So some people are saying basically it's good enough that they're allowing us to have this modded version of the game. So obviously we can't cross the line too much by doing prize pools, but even though it is against the TOS, some people are saying basically EA's out here just trying to be the fun police. Maybe we should settle for a good old balance of it all. If it's very obvious that there's sponsors wanting to get involved and fans wanting to partake of this stuff as well, why not shut it down over on the modded version but bring it in your own version of the game? Even Thornton Smash saying, along with Jake Lucky, imagine Apex Legends having such an amazing community that they made a modded version of the game with unique game modes that interest the players. Then an influential individual hosts tournaments to enjoy slow parts of the season on it, and then EA says, nah, we can't profit, so you can't do it anymore. Things like this obviously could propose issues with people scamming or stealing information or making people download suspicious software, but R5 Reloaded has kind of proven themselves to not be in that direction whatsoever. And while I understand it could be a liability, and obviously EA has it against their TOS already, R5 is nothing new. It's been around for many years, and players have thoroughly enjoyed all of these versions of the game that you're now allowed to play. I mean, here just recently we had Decipher with like 2 different viral tweets. This just goes to show you that players are interested, with Kill House in Apex Legends and also Shipment from Call of Duty also in Apex Legends. You guys can see these guys are just absolutely slinging it around. R99s, wingmans all around on the old Call of Duty map Shipment. And one of the most popular game modes in Call of Duty is like the Shipment 24/7 thing. I mean, I can't imagine being able to do that in an Apex Legends environment where you could just shoot your R99 non-stop, wingman non-stop. Imagine how much warmed up you could get and the aim training that you could get in all of this. And not to mention, they also have their own aim trainers, which are like custom type of obstacle courses that you can go through as well. It's like unbelievable what you could do. They even have like kill cams and kill replays on all of this. It's so cool. I don't know why Apex can't do this in their own game. And it's not like the fact that, oh, well, you know, it's just you playing yourself, so of course you can have all of this stuff when it's not online servers. But you're talking about a public match right here with like 10 or 12 people in here all shooting each other. It's an online match. So you guys have heard me say it in the past. There's plenty of devs over there that I love and respect at Respawn, and I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm not trying to act like I know all about being a game dev or anything. There's no way in the entire world I can let any type of excuse this away. We are watching Apex Legends being played on modded maps, modded versions, custom aim trainers, kill replays, literally on an online service, playing with their online friends. There's no excuse as to why this couldn't be added to the main game. The excuse is always, oh, it's not that simple. Well, tell me how a group of people who have full-time jobs outside of R5 Reloaded had the ability to do it themselves. They don't even have access to all of the tool sets that Apex has to begin with. If anything, the R5 Reloaded devs should be at a disadvantage in making all of this, but yet they still found a way to make it happen. So based off of this, I'm convinced that there is no excuse for it other than the fact that EA has not greenlit the idea. Apex is a game that is dying for more modes, dying for more features, dying for more customization. I mean, R5 Reloaded is a type of game to bring private matches with your friends, but then also giving you like the ability for what weapons to spawn, because literally you can do it all yourself. You can say, don't spawn this weapon, spawn all of these weapons, you know, make this building do this, put this building there, make this map change here, make it there. When we get private matches in the main game, we don't get any customization. It's extremely limited, and the only excuse we ever get is, oh, it's not just that simple. Well, why is it that simple for a bunch of people who are doing it in their spare time on a modded version? If there's a trick to it being a modded version, why can't Apex be a modded version? I just don't understand. It just doesn't make sense to me. I willingly accept that I don't know much about being a game dev, so I understand that a lot of the excuses is always it's not that simple or it's not just that easy. But I usually accept that excuse when we're talking about a different game. Why does Fortnite have this but Apex doesn't? Oh, it's not that easy. Why does COD have this but Apex doesn't? Oh, it's not that easy. We're talking about why does a modded version of the original game of Apex Legends have all of these features and updates that the main game can't even have? There's no way the excuse is still it's not that easy. It's clearly that easy. We as a community need to start saying that's not a good enough excuse. I know it may sound weird, but I honestly think it's a more healthy environment when we're constantly challenging and keeping in check the professionals who make the rules and basically have the final say, and vice versa. I think it's very healthy when we get challenged back by these professional developers who say like things in the past like skill-based matchmaking isn't that simple and here's why. But even all of the stuff with skill-based matchmaking has led to the point now where we're finally getting that system changed, and the old system was finally explained to us and the new system is finally explained why they think it's going to work. That is actual progression. I don't think a lot of that would have happened if we weren't constantly outraged and bickering about it. I know for the past little while I've been praising Apex because we got all these events and all of these new modes, and don't get me wrong, I'm super excited about it as always. I just feel like something so stupid and so small is keeping us from taking this game to the next level. Regardless, with as touchy of a subject as this is, I'm very interested to see what you guys have to say down in the comment section below. And I have a question that if you had one feature, listen, not a cross progression, not 120 FPS, not the cliche features that we always talk about, right? We all know we want that stuff, but what's a feature that not really anybody is talking about or promoting that you would like to see Apex have in this game? Someone made a very good point in a comment the other day saying that Apex needs a theater mode. Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3, all those games had some really good theater modes. It'd be nice to see something like that in the game again. I'm interested to see what you guys have to say in the comment section below. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new as always. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, I'll see you later, Gators.